The following is transcribed.
Welcome to the Bat-Supe Season 2 Preheat. Lawyers and judges and gag orders, oh my! All's tremendously quiet at Bat-Supe HQ, but they've somehow got to let the people know the truth. Remember, not all heroes wear capes. Meanwhile, the Atom Man is in big trouble on the operating table. It's early in the episode count, though, so he's probably gonna make it. But, just to be sure, let's tie on those capes for lots of off-label medical treatment, plenty of quick thinking, and better living through chemistry galore! The Atom Man is back in the recharging station, and it's not looking good. Meanwhile, Superman is... well, we don't know where Superman is. So all that's left to say is, get ready for Part 5 of The Atom Man in Metropolis, as originally broadcast on November 13th, 1945. But first, it's...
time for a commercial.
Hey, fellas and girls, we've got a fun game, but nobody to play it. I'll play. Oh, hey, Billy, I didn't see you there. Haha. Say, would you like to play a little game of charades? On the radio? Oh, I see what you mean. Except that I'll act out the clues, and you can make the guesses for everybody. Oh, okay. I guess so. All right, Maestro. Some suspenseful music, please. Okay, first word sounds like 3. You're pointing at you and me. We. Oh, cool. Okay, cool. That's right. Okay, we. Second word looks like you're reaching into a cupboard and taking out Bat-Supe. The second word is bat. No. Oh, sure. Can. The second word is can. No. Oh, come on. You're making a stretching motion. Oh, canning. No. Shorter. Shorter. I can't think of it. Can't. Oh, third word. Okay. You're handing me something. Oh, give. Cool. Okay. Fourth word. You're walking toward me. You're close. No, you're near. Near. It's no. Wait. Okay. Now you're walking away. Far. Oh, good. Fourth word is far. No, away. Fourth word. Okay, is away. And the fifth word. The fifth and final word, it sounds like you're flat on the floor. You're sick. You're getting up slowly. You're standing. You're rising. Rising? No. Shorter. You rise. No. Longer. Rises. Sounds like rises. Oh, you put it all together and it says we can't give away prizes. Wait, you can't give away prizes? What kind of crap is that? It's grown-up crap, Billy. Did Stedmeyer put you up to this? Mother Teresa! Man, I'd sick my lawyer on him. Except he is my lawyer. But anyway, fellas and girls, there may not be prizes inside the cans, but Bat-Supe is still never nutritious and definitely delicious and available wherever fine podcasts are sold. Charades. Huh.
Curtain. Music.
Kellogg's Pep, the super delicious cereal, presents
The Adventures of Superman.
faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman!
Dazed and helpless after his defeat by Henry Miller, the Atom Man, Superman, in his guise of Clark Kent, was taken to Florida by Perry White, who believed Kent was suffering from nervous breakdown. Meanwhile, discovering that the kryptonite in his blood, which enabled him to generate atomic power, had been exhausted in his mighty battle with Superman, Miller contacted a strange individual known only as Sidney, who secured for him the Scarlet Widow's last remaining piece of kryptonite. In the attic laboratory of Joseph Bush, a German chemist, the deadly element was dissolved. And as we continue now, Miller lies on a couch, breathing heavily, his eyes closed. A long rubber tube extends from a clamp on his bare arm to a glass cylinder suspended above, in which a brilliant green liquid is slowly dissipating. Sidney sits wedged into a chair as Bush nervously tests Miller's pulse. Listen.
Well, Bush, how's it look?
Its pulse is very rapid. Over 100.
I should think it would be. That kryptonite's powerful stuff.
I would feel better if we had a doctor here.
They didn't have a doctor in the cave in Germany when Teufel injected the stuff into Miller the first time. Fewer people involved, the better. It's always been my motto.
But what if something goes wrong? We would not know what to do.
Time enough to call a doctor then. What's that confounded noise?
It's a ventilator fan.
Well, turn it off.
It is not yet safe to do so. The fumes of the acids we used are very dangerous. They must be cleared from the room.
Oh, well, sit down and relax. You make me nervous.
How can I relax? Nothing like this has ever been dreamed of before. Imagine a human being able to generate atomic power within his own body.
Well, Miller can, Bush, he can. I had a first-hand report on his demonstration in the Black Forest. He got rid of Superman, you know.
I cannot believe that is true.
I wouldn't go through with this if I didn't believe Superman was dead.
Superman destroyed. It is amazing. Never did I believe such a thing was possible.
Neither did I. That's what convinced me to give the Scarlet Widow a cool $1 million for a last piece of kryptonite. Why, I expect
What
to
is
make...
this?
What's the matter?
His pulse has become very faint. While we were talking, I can hardly feel it at all.
You can't?
None. And see how pale he has become. Like wax. He hardly breathes. I do not like this.
Now, don't lose your head.
I told you we should have a doctor. I will call
Not yet. Disconnect the transfusion tube. The stuff's all out of the jar.
What I...
Do as I say and disconnect the fuse.
Yeah, all right.
Wait. Miller told us he might go into a coma. He said it was like that in the cave in Germany.
But this is not a coma. This man is almost dead. He must have forgotten some important detail about the transfusion, as it did with the dissolving formula.
He can't die. I paid the Scarlet Widow $1 million.
Please, let me call a doctor.
If Miller's dead, a doctor can't help him. And if he's alive, a doctor might spoil everything. We'll wait a while.
But
I said we'll wait a while. Sit down.
What's that?
The car stopped in front of the house.
Give it.
Well, look through the window and see who it is.
Yeah. It's the police.
Are you sure?
Yeah, a police car and 2 officers. They are already at the front door. What do we do? They must have traced Miller here.
Well, they couldn't have. His hair is dyed and he wore an American Army officer's overcoat. My man's too smart to let anyone trail the car. Let me think.
What will we do?
Will you stop repeating that stupid question? Let me think. Your wife's downstairs, isn't she?
No, she is out.
All right. They won't see anybody through the windows. They may leave and plan to come back later. We can get away from them.
They are not leaving.
Come on. Give me a hand with Miller.
What are you going to do?
Put him on the floor behind the couch. Come on. Take his leg. Come on, hurry.
It will not work. They will search now.
It's our only chance. I've talked myself out of tough spots before. Maybe I can do it again. Easy now. Easy. There.
They are still ringing. We are trapped.
No. Get this, Bush. Get them in. And tell them you were working on an experiment and didn't hear them.
What kind of experiment?
Never mind. Let me do the talking. Now, pull yourself together and let them in.
That is madness. We are trapped, I tell you.
Hurry now. Do as I say. And for heaven's sake, stop trembling.
How can I? I'm afraid. One moment, please.
I'll move the couch. Closer to the wall. There. Better drop something over him, in case they come up here and look behind the couch. Oh, that looks suspicious. Well, now, let's see. Miller's coat. Where'll I put it? No, closet here. I'll have to fold it and sit on it. First, I'll shut off that infernal ventilator. Now then, there. The door is closed. I wonder what happened. Someone's running upstairs. I hope it's...
Dickie, the door right. They're gone.
Not so loud, you fool.
Never was I so scared.
What do they want?
A car parked too close to the fire hydrant in front of the vacant lot next door. They are looking for the owner.
My goodness, that was a close door. Come on. Help me move this couch away and get Miller back on it.
He is dead. Better we leave him there until Jito can take him away at night. What is that?
Miller. Does that sound like he's dead? Come on.
Can it really be that he is alive?
What happened? Where am I?
Where he's alive. There. Are you all right, Miller?
Yeah. What happened?
It's a miracle.
The solution of kryptonite was injected into you. Don't you remember?
The kryptonite. Yes, of course. My atomic power, I have it again. I feel strong as if I could lift mountains. Just the way I felt the last time.
Good. It'll be dark in an hour, and you can test your atomic power then. And if it works...
It'll work. I can tell. I can feel it. In an hour, I'll destroy Metropolis. I'll destroy every stick and stone of it. I'm the Atom Man.
Yes, indeed, you are my Atom Man.
A maniacal gleam in his eyes, Henry Miller lifts his hand, gloating at the thought of the terrible atomic power that will soon pour through them. We'll return in a moment for the exciting climax of today's episode. But first, here's a word from your announcer, Dan McCullough.
You know, I hear there's plenty of friendly competition among you fellows and girls nowadays to see who can collect the most different comic buttons from packages of Kellogg's Pep. Isn't it swell fun trading any duplicates you get and adding to your collection? And don't these new comic buttons look keen, pinned on your jacket or dress or cap? The colors are so bright and gleaming, and the pictures of your comic strip favorites show up like anything against that white enameled background. Like Superman with his bright blue jersey and red Superman insignia. That famous Superman cape is a flying in the wind, too. And Moon Mullins, boy, you'll get a chuckle out of that button. He's mighty comical, with his popping eyes and big black cigar. Believe me, every single one of these 18 different buttons is really on the beam. Why, you'll want to collect them all. And you can, too, because they're easy to get. You don't send in any money, not even a box top. You just ask Mom to get you a good supply of that super delicious whole wheat flake cereal, Kellogg's Pep. Then see which prize you find inside the package. One of these smart new comic buttons, or a military insignia, or warplane button. It's your prize from P.E.P. Pep, made by Kellogg's of Battle Creek. Now back to the adventures of Superman.
It is an hour since Henry Miller awoke with a fresh solution of kryptonite in his veins. Dusk is drifting down over Metropolis. The city's millions, unaware of the terrible threat hanging over their heads, are hurrying homeward. In Joseph Bush's little attic laboratory, Sidney sits reading the evening edition of the Daily Planet, which Bush's wife has just brought him, while Miller paces the floor impatiently. Below, at the front door, Bush keeps watch.
It's dark now, Sidney. What are we waiting for?
It's not dark enough yet. Be patient.
It'll be pitch dark by the time we get to the tower.
I want it to be pitch dark when we leave here. But yes, and patience is a valuable trait. Try to cultivate it. What's this?
What?
Just a good grief, Kennedy.
What is it? Can what be?
Superman. Is it possible he's alive?
Superman alive? That's impossible. Why?
He must be. According to this newspaper story, the unidentified man who we know as Superman disappeared from the Linwood Hospital last night.
But he couldn't have. The doctor said he was dying.
The doctors didn't know who their patient was. But we know. Oh, this is terrible. It ruins all our plans.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Gosh, you fool. You think Superman's going to let you destroy Metropolis or any other place without defending it? He'll be there at the first explosion.
No, he won't. He'll be afraid to come near me.
Superman afraid? Are you out of your mind?
No, he knows I'll finish him this time.
You couldn't finish him the last time after exhausting all your atomic energy. And I got the last piece of kryptonite from the widow. There's no more. Exhaust that, or Superman, we're through. Finish.
No, he can't stand in my way again. He can't. There must be a way.
There's no way we're late. All my great dreams and all my $1 million, they're gone.
There must be a way. With my great atomic power that... Yes, of course. I forgot. There is a way. Teufel figured it out.
What do you mean?
Teufel knew how Superman could be finished. He wanted me to do it, but I wouldn't listen to him. I was sure that Superman was dead. But now I will do it, and I can't fail.
Well, what are you talking about? Tell me.
All right. Listen, Sidney. Superman has another identity. I know what it is, but he doesn't know that I do. I won't have to exhaust myself.
Triumphantly, the Atom Man confides his plan for the destruction of Superman to the intent Sidney. The plan developed by the late and brilliant and half-mad Teufel, who had thought of everything. And as Sidney listens, his little pig eyes sparkle like cold blue diamonds in his sinister moonlight face.
You've hit it, Miller. You've hit the perfect plan. Superman can't escape now. He's doomed.
What was Teufel's plan, which the Atom Man and Sidney now propose to put into operation? Do you remember what Teufel said just before he died? Fellows and girls, a new and even more terrible threat menaces Superman now. A threat he himself once voiced as the only way in which he could be destroyed. Tomorrow the fatal trap is baited for the Man of Steel. So don't fail to be with us then. Tune in, same time, same station, and thrill to the adventures of Superman.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Fellows and girls, be sure to follow the adventures of Superman. Brought to you every day, Monday through Friday. Same time, same station, by the grand old Kellogg Company of Battle Creek. And for other thrilling adventures of Superman, see your local newspaper. Superman is also a copyrighted feature appearing in Superman DC publication.
And now, faster than a speeding bullet, it's part 5 of The Atom Man in Metropolis, as originally broadcast on November 13th, 1945.
Kellogg's Pep, the super delicious cereal, presents
The Adventures of Superman. Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
While Clark Kent, who as we know is Superman, was taken to Florida by Perry White after his narrow escape from destruction at the hands of Henry Miller, the Nazi Atom Man, Miller was being injected with another solution of radioactive kryptonite, which enables him to generate deadly atomic power within his own body. Miller was preparing to destroy Metropolis when Sidney, the sinister fat spy with whom he has allied himself, discovered through a newspaper item that Superman was still alive. Sidney convinced Miller that their plans for world domination were hopeless while the Man of Steel lived. As we continue now, in the little attic laboratory of a German chemist, Miller is telling Sidney how Superman can be destroyed. Listen.
In spite of Superman's great powers, he's still a mortal, a human being. The doctors and scientists that he permitted to examine him have said so.
I know that. Get to the point, Miller. What are you driving at?
It's like this, Sidney. Human beings have to eat and drink or they die. So all we have to do is to put Superman into a coma and keep him that way until he starves to death.
That's all we have to do, eh? Just put Superman in a coma. Are you out of your mind?
It's easy. Superman can't stand the atomic power of the kryptonite in my blood. I'll expose him to it again.
How can you without...
It's easy, I tell you. I'll let him know that I'm going to destroy Metropolis. He'll show up to try to stop me, and that'll be the end of it.
It'll also be the end of your atomic power, and then we're off.
No, it won't.
Of course it will. Oh, you idiot. Wasn't it exhausted after your last fight with Superman?
Yes, but I exhausted it the last time because I kept trying to finish Superman after he was unconscious. This time I won't do that. As soon as he loses consciousness, I'll stop.
It might take too much power to knock him out.
I don't think so. The last time...
No, we can't take any chances. Superman's clever as well as powerful. He knows what you can do now, and he'll be more careful. He'll make you fight longer.
I can handle.
You're a fool. Can't you get it through your head that this is the last of the kryptonite? You've got to conserve every ounce. Must be some other way. I've got to find it.
Well, Sidney, I think...
Wait a minute. You said that you and Teufel were sure that Superman's Clark Kent, the Daily Planet reporter.
Well, practically sure. Teufel treated my vest with lead to keep the emanations of the kryptonite in my blood from escaping. And when I came near Kent while I was wearing it, nothing happened. But when I approached him without it, he became dazed and he almost collapsed, just as Superman did.
That's not conclusive proof. Kent might have been ill that day. But was there anything else?
Yes. I got Superman to the beach by phoning Kent and telling him that Jim Olsen was in great danger. Superman arrived within half a minute, and the beach is 50 miles from Metropolis.
Oh, that's better. Much better. So Clark Kent's Superman. Now we're getting someplace.
Oh, what's on your mind?
I've got an idea. Yeah. Tell me. Kent has no idea that you suspect his double identity, has he?
No, of course not.
Good, very good. Very good. One other thing. You say Superman becomes affected by the kryptonite in your blood, even when you're not converting it into atomic energy.
Yes. When I met him at the Daily Planet that night, he almost passed out.
Fine. Excellent. Miller, I believe I know how it can be done. Yes, I'm quite sure I do.
Why?
Exposing Superman to your power, of course, and keeping him under it until he's done for without you having to exhaust the power.
How?
Oh, this is good.
Now, look, Sidney, if you're figuring on my walking up to him or sitting next to him in a restaurant or something, it won't work. He knows it.
I'm quite aware of
and
that.
a disguise won't work either. His X-ray vision will see right through that.
I know that, too. In fact, I know much more about Superman than you do. I've made a study of him for years, trying to find a way to get rid of him, and now I found the way.
Which way? Tell me.
I'll tell you in the car.
Where are we going?
to make the necessary arrangements for eliminating Superman. Careful on those stairs, my boy, careful. The carpet seems a bit loose. Can't afford to have anything happen to you now, you know. There are millions at stake, millions. And oh, how I love money, money.
His fat body shaking with greedy laughter, Sidney leads the Atom Man from the attic laboratory. Meanwhile, having arrived at a small hotel on the Florida coast with Perry White, Superman in his guise of Clark Kent immediately retired to his room, where he fell into a deep, dreamless sleep. Late the following morning, when he joined his editor on the sunny breakfast terrace overlooking the sparkling blue ocean, his step was firm, his eyes clear, and the heavy numbness which had clouded his mind since his encounter with the Atom Man was gone.
Good morning, Chief.
Well, good morning, Cat. Say, you look fine, like your old self. How do you feel?
Oh, in the pink, as Jimmy would say.
I never saw anyone make such a speedy recovery. Why, you're a new man.
Yes, but I'm still worried.
Now, none of that. No worries. No thinking about the office or anything else for 2 weeks.
2 weeks? Are you kidding?
I certainly am not. I arranged for both of us to be gone for 2 full weeks.
Oh, you did?
We're just going to fish, swim, lie in the sun, eat, and sleep. Now, how's that sound to you, huh?
Sounds fine, but did you arrange it with the Atom Man, too?
Huh? With the what?
Henry Miller, the Atom Man.
Henry Miller, Now, look here, Ken. Don't go off on that subject again. That's what made you sick.
It made me sick, all right, but not in the way you think.
What do you mean? There's no such thing as an Atom Man. Miller's a dirty Nazi, all right, but don't...
No, Chief, please.
Well, now, look, Ken. In the first place, you're not well enough to go back.
Physically, I never felt better in my life.
Physically? But how about mentally?
What do you mean?
You're a sick man, Ken. You created some kind of a fantastic illusion in your mind about an Atom Man.
I only wish you were an illusion. Unfortunately, though, he's real. And unless we stop him, most of us will be dead in a month.
All the ridiculous nonsense. Now, look here, Kent. Listen to reason. You told me yourself that Dr. Millison, one of the greatest scientists we have, told you that it was practically impossible to create an Atom Man. And that it... Oh, say, that reminds me.
What?
Millison was trying to get hold of you.
He was? When? Where? Why didn't you tell me?
Well, how could I? First you weren't around, and then you were sick. He was phoning the office practically every hour. Here, where are you going? You haven't had your breakfast.
I've got to call Millison. Maybe he was able
to what? Now sit down. Here comes your breakfast. You call Millison later.
I can't wait. This may make all the difference. So long, Chief.
Kent, will you come back here? Kent, come back, I say.
It's a spoil the Chief's vacation. He arranged it for my benefit, but if those calls from Millison mean what I think they do... Let's see, where can I... Oh, that patch of bushes behind the terrace ought to do for a dressing room. There we are. Now, off with these clothes. Good thing I had another Superman outfit. The Atom Man certainly ruined my other one. Next time we meet, maybe it'll be different. Maybe. If only Millison has been able to... Ah, there we are, all set. Now, back to Metropolis. Up and away!
Leaping high into the sunlit clouds, Superman veers and rockets away to the north, red cape streaming in the wind. Will he find what he hopes at Dr. Millison's laboratory? We'll return in a moment to learn what happens. But right now, here's Dan McCullough to tell you about that wonderful series of comic buttons.
You know, gang, since Kellogg's Pep began putting out those smart-looking new comic buttons, I've learned a thing or two. For instance, one of the girls in our neighborhood was showing me her button with Winnie Winkle on it. And I learned that Winnie's hairdo is called a page boy. And Winnie's brother, you know, the little kid with the soft bow tie, has a name that's a sort of a joke. You know, periwinkle. Well, a periwinkle's a plant or a little sea snail. And what I'm learning about the fun you fellas and girls are having, collecting all 18 different buttons. These buttons are just about the best-looking things you ever saw, in brilliant colors on a clear white background. Aren't you glad it's so easy to collect these swell comic buttons? Why, you don't send in a single penny, not even a box top, and you can't buy them anywhere. All you do is to ask Mom to get you plenty of that super delicious whole wheat flake cereal, Kellogg's Pep. Inside every package, there's an exclusive prize, one of these swell new comic buttons, or a military insignia or warplane button. It's your prize from P.E.P. Pep, made by Kellogg's of Battle Creek. Now back to the adventures of Superman.
Once more in possession of his great powers, Superman has arrived at Dr. John Millison's laboratory on the campus of Metropolis University. Eagerly now he holds in his hand what is at first glance only a modern plastic trousers belt. But woven under the smooth, glossy surface is a network of fine, hardly discernible wire filaments, which cross and crisscross through the entire belt.
You say this belt will detect the presence of kryptonite, Dr. Millison, and warn me of it?
If there's any kryptonite within 100 yards, the belt will warn you.
How?
There's an alarm, secreted in the buckle.
Oh, yes, I see it.
It'll send out a high, wavering whine. Not very loud, but you'll hear it.
You say it'll detect the presence of kryptonite within a radius of 100 yards.
Well, I say that conservatively. It may detect it at a greater distance, but 100 yards is certain.
Good.
It's constructed along a principle of radar, which was perfected during the war.
Now, look, Doctor, this is terribly important. Will it detect kryptonite in liquid form? In a man's body?
In a man? Oh, you still got Teufel's Atom Man on your mind. I'd forget that if I were you.
Well, I can't. Because, you see, Teufel did create an Atom Man.
Oh, come now, Superman.
I tell you he did, Doctor. I battled with him, and it's only a miracle that I'm still alive.
Good heavens. You really mean...
Yes, I do. But don't mention it to anyone. No sense alarming people until it's absolutely necessary.
No, of course not. But why, I can't believe it.
It's true. Only too true. And unless I stop him, he'll destroy every vestige of civilization as we know it. Now tell me, Doctor, this is important. Will the detector warn me of the presence of the Atom Man? Will it?
Well...
Tensely, Superman waits for Dr. Millicent's answer. The answer which this time will truly mean life or death to him. Because at this very moment, Sidney is on his way to the Daily Planet to set a deadly trap for Clark Kent, whom he suspects is Superman. Fellows and girls, don't miss tomorrow's tense, dramatic episode. There are a dozen thrills and surprises in store for you, so don't fail to tune in. Same time, same station, and follow the adventures of Superman.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Fellows and girls, be sure to follow the adventures of Superman. Brought to you every day, Monday through Friday. Same time, same station, by the grand old Kellogg Company of Battle Creek. And for other thrilling adventures of Superman, see your local newspaper. Superman is also a copyrighted feature appearing in Superman DC publications.
Being prizeless doesn't mean that Bat-Supe is no prize itself. I have a feeling this will all work out. Somehow. Eventually. Maybe. And meanwhile, back in Metropolis, there's a showdown brewing. Better get your umbrellas. And while you're at it, thanks for listening. Be sure to invite your friends to listen on their favorite podcatcher or YouTube or Facebook. We'll see you next time, fellows and girls. Until then, up, and away!
Throughout the years, ships that sail the seas have proved a plentiful source of tales of the strange and the incredible. For it is only natural that men, consigned for days on end to limitless horizons of empty sky and water, should be subject to visions and hallucinations. But how shall we explain the vision of Mr. Wilmot, which was confirmed by its own subject, someone who had been nowhere near the sea?
The thing happened aboard the steamer City of Limerick on its last night out. For 9 whole days, the vessel had been lashed by furious storms. As the ship lurched and rolled and threatened at each moment to go plunging forever beneath the waves, Mr. S.R. Wilmot thought much of the things he might never see again. His home in Bridgeport, Connecticut, his factory there, his children, and above all, his wife. On the 10th night, the sea at last grew calm, and Mr. Wilmot lay gratefully down on his bunk and prepared to sleep. As he lay there, he listened to the slow, regular, peaceful breathing of William Tate, who shared his cabin with him and slept in the berth overhead. And then he saw her standing in the doorway, a woman who was unmistakably his wife.
Margaret, what are you doing here?
But she did not answer. She came slowly toward him, and standing by his bed, bent and kissed him. Feeling her lips on his, feeling the touch of her hand on his cheek, he told himself that this was no dream. This was really happening. But then suddenly, she was gone, and there was nothing before him but the empty, moon-drenched cabin. In the morning, when he awoke, Mr. Wilmot knew, of course, that it must have been a dream. He lay for a moment, smiling at his own credulity, when from the berth above a voice inquired,
All right, Wilmot. Confess now. Who was she?
Who was who?
The woman who came tiptoeing into this room and stood by your bed and kissed you.
That afternoon, the city of Limerick docked at New York, and Mr. Wilmot took the night train to Bridgeport. He saved the question he had to ask his wife until he and she were alone. But even then he had no opportunity to speak, for it was his wife who inquired,
How is it, dear, that you didn't have a private cabin on the return voyage?
What makes you think I didn't have one?
Why, there was another man with you. He slept in the bunk above yours.
But how could you know that?
It was last night, dear. I couldn't sleep. We've been reading about the storms on the Atlantic, and I was terribly worried. Oh, I know this sounds absurd, but it's true. I seem to be crossing the water and coming aboard your ship. I went into your room, and even though that man was there, I bent down and kissed you.
Here was an incident in which 3 different individuals participated, and which each independently confirmed. It's an incident incredible but true.